Hey guys, so I found this really cute water bottle at TJ Maxx for $12.99, and while it does have a kind of cute marble on it, I'm going to make it look a lot cuter. So taking off everything, taking off the stickers.
I think it's over now when I look into your eyes, and nothing else.
Removing all those and prepping my cup. So this is my inspiration picture, just some real turquoise. So I wanted to mix vintage teal and seaside, both from Rust-Oleum. So just spraying it on, just kind of splotchy, just making sure I don't go too heavy in one spot. I don't want any drips, but other than that, just kind of haphazardly spraying it on. So then here's my second color.
To fall down, giving in
So you can kind of see we're getting that kind of just splotchy, multicolored look that you have with any kind of natural stone like turquoise.
your soul and emotion.
And with this cup, it's just going to be a lot of painting underneath the epoxy, and that's mainly where we're getting our stone look from, is just everything that's underneath. So you're going to see a lot of painting, but these just are the two colors for the spray paint that I did, and I added a little bit more of that lighter color. So once that was dry, I took my Craft Smart acrylic paints. I have black and white, two different colors of gray, and this turquoise color. So got my picture out ready just for inspiration and kind of to guide me for what I'm doing. Squirting some out just on some paper. Then I have a bunch of different paintbrushes, and I first mixed just kind of a really dark, like it's almost gray, but it's not. It's got a little bit of like the greenish color in it. So I'm taking that, and then I was doing like a test kind of thing, and I decided it was too thick, so I got a smaller paintbrush. So I just started painting lines and kind of veins on, and if you know me, you know that I love to try to imitate the natural look of stone. This is the first one that I've done really on a cup with like painting. I've done where I do like marbling on a cup with the epoxy and using the epoxy to do the marbling. So this is the first time I've actually kind of painted it on a cup, and it's really hard to make your hand do the more like random natural looking motions and like thicker and thinner, and that's something that I've just been learning over time, and I'm still getting better at. But your instinct is to just do a nice even wavy line, and that's not what we want to do. We're trying to make it look as realistic as possible, and you know that any real stone has tons of imperfections. It's very uneven, just blotchy, tons of different colors and tones of shades in there. So we're basically just going through and trying to imitate that look with all these different colors and different sizes of paintbrushes. And so I'm just using that same color, just doing more the base veining, I guess. But that's, if I could just do one thing on cups, it would probably be this, where I just imitate the look of different stones. So now I'm taking these two colors, kind of the darker gray and the turquoise color, and then I added a little bit of the lighter gray just to make a little bit of a lighter shade. And then I kind of just went, you know, next to some of the lines and kind of branched out from some of those lines, and again made them thicker and thinner and you know, more pigmented and more faded, and just tried to keep going on the whole cup. mixed some of the gray and white together and a little bit of the turquoise color to make a more lighter shade. And with this lighter shade, I didn't do too much, just like a little bit of accents here and there. Whereas the darker colors I kind of did more all over the whole thing, like for all over veining. Almost just all black, just mixing in a little bit of the dark gray, and did a little bit more of like a detailed veining throughout, just kind of on those darker lines, just kind of deepening and darkening like smaller little veins inside, if that makes sense. Dry, I decided I wanted a little bit more of this turquoise color. I took a little bit bigger brush and just kind of less paint, and you can see I'm just kind of adding it. I didn't want the parts where there wasn't veining to look so just like flat with the spray paint, so I just kind of added this in different spots and just kind of brought it in different areas, trying to break up that kind of flat spray paint area. Then I'm using the Craft Smart Brass Gilding Paint. This one is a kind of lighter, more pale gold than the original gold. So just taking that in a fine brush and just kind of painting on the gold lines. And with the turquoise, I think the gold is what really makes this just really beautiful and really stand out and pop. So just make sure you're adding some kind of really pretty gold. This is my favorite paint to use, but you could also do gold leaf if you would like. I just prefer a paint to gold leaf. I feel like the leaf gets really messy and just kind of all over the place, and I can't really get it in like really fine lines like I can the paint. So just, yeah, add this just wherever you feel like, but again, just keep the brush strokes kind of just random and irregular. You really want to make it look more natural and not smooth, nice, even lines. And I did, somehow my camera stopped recording right in the middle of the gold, so that's why I don't have it all recorded, but you get the point of what I was doing.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else.
Then once that was dry, I decided to add the original gold color. It's just like a little bit darker and warmer, and I don't think you can really tell in this the difference, but I feel like it just kind of added a little bit of a different color of gold, which kind of makes it add to the more realistic effect. So just kind of adding it to the veins here and there. I didn't do too much of this, but I thought it just added a nice like depth to it, to where the gold had different color and dimension to it, and I thought it looked really good. Once that was completely dry, I went in with my epoxy. This is the original artisan epoxy. I ended up doing, I think, 3 layers just on top of this. And in this first layer is the only one I added any color to. Just wanted to add a little bit of extra dimension, so I'm using this kind of greenish mica powder. This is just a sample I had. I just thought it would add like a little bit of shimmer, because with any like stone, it has like these pockets of really pretty shimmer and color, so I thought adding that might be really cool. So just kind of veining it on just completely randomly, and then I didn't even use a heat gun to blow it out. I just kind of let it spin as it was. So here is the second coat, and like I said, I think I did 3 total, but it's the same thing, just putting it on, smoothing it all over. I usually wait about 5 minutes to torch it, and it helps get any of those last little bubbles. So here it is completely done. Just taking it off the turner. So just putting the lid on, and this cup was completely done. I think it turned out really cool. I'm really happy I tried doing this. I think I could definitely improve on making things look more realistic, but practice makes perfect. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!